He doesn't care as much as me, which is great. Then I get to make the bed the way I like it. If you are ever at my house, don't ever fill this up with like water or juice. It's really good at tracking my face. So still just playing with the camera, kind of random stuff. But yesterday I filmed a couple things and then ended up accidentally deleting that footage. So I thought I'd kind of go through. Again, I am selling a lot of my plants. I just can't keep up with them. We're just really busy. I don't know if it's just my way of coping with COVID. We have so many things going on, so many projects, and it's so mumuch fun, but I just can't keep up with all the plants I have. And so this is a bird of paradise, a white bird of paradise back here. It's so pretty. It has a new leaf coming in, but I have one outside that I'm going to be selling. It's gonna get picked up, and it's even taller than that one. So that one's over 3 feet tall, and I'm selling that. This morning I sold a cactus. I have several of these. Now I only have one, but I've just like given away a bunch, and so this one was a good size, so I sold that one, and that was nice. But downsizing my collection, a little sad, but it's gonna be fine. So when I was moving around these plants in the background, I just totally knocked off my rubber tree. It's just kind of top heavy, and the roots, kind of a rehab project, and so the roots aren't super full enough to really anchor the plant down in the leca, and so I just kind of knocked that one out, so I need to fix that real fast. And then I'm gonna make the bed. Kyle left me a cute little note updating me on the chores that he was able to get done before he left, because he's working this afternoon instead of the morning. So I've got some chores to do, super long to-do list, but feeling really energized. I just accomplished so much yesterday, so we're gonna keep that going. I'm really enjoying playing with the camera. So this is an audio test to see how good it is when I'm far away. So our bed has been made every day except for 2 days, and 1 day where I was sick. I feel like with bed making there are two trains of thought. People either say, oh, you know, you need to let the bed breathe, or it's like, but that's gonna get dust everywhere. So what I do, I let the bed air out for a couple hours. Sometimes on a day like this, it's been airing out all morning. Normally I try to get to it before nap time, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So I air out the bed, and then I make the bed, and I also lint roll whatever hair or dust. So I lint roll, and then I put the bed together. I normally make the bed because I'm just kind of picky about it. I don't like the way Kyle makes it. He's not a huge fan of how I make it, but for some reason he doesn't care enough. He doesn't care as much as me, which is great. Then I get to make the bed the way I like it. Kyle just doesn't like me tucking in the sheets, and I don't like the sheets tucked in either, but it looks nicer, so I tuck in the sheets, and then before we go to bed, we pull them out. That's fine. It's fine. Kyle is also very particular about the tags always being in the bottom right corner. It's so funny. He can like sense if it's not in the bottom right corner, like if it's in the bottom left corner, like he can sense it. We have this one blanket that's kind of reverse. It's in the bottom left corner, but just the way the stitching is, it's just backwards. But we have to stick with the bottom right, and so then it's just a little funny. But when you tuck it in, you can't tell. Interesting to see how it's tracking me all the time. We also don't have like our own sides. We just switch constantly just to switch things up, so it's kind of fun. We're also just 2 pillows on the bed. We don't need more than that. Since it's getting cooler, we did bring out another blanket, but I mostly use this on him. We also sleep on a full, which is really fun because it forces us to be really close, and when we have sleepovers with my in-laws' dog, it's such a tight squeeze, but we love it. We also have always we each have a water glass on each side of the bed. The first thing in the morning we can drink water, and I love that so much, and it's just a little thing, but we've done it since the beginning, and it's just a great habit that I love. Okay, so this is testing. We have our dryer going, so there's background noise, and I want to see if it can really recognize my audio instead of the background. So anyway, this is the plant that I just kind of knocked out. What's really great though is you can see the white roots. Those are the new roots that are healthy and fuzzy like water roots, which is super exciting to see. I have pretty much all my plants now in leca, which is, think of pumice rocks, like a clay sort of rock. And this just has been a little bit of a rehab project, but since being in leca, it's put out 3 leaves, I believe, which is super awesome, so. So with leca, you really just want to set your plants in low, and this was one of the first plants that I transitioned, so I guess I just didn't have it low enough. I'm gonna switch these two. This one's pot is just way too small. If you you are ever at my house, don't ever fill this up with like water or juice and drink it, because this is my plant watering pitcher, so this often has things like bat guano fertilizer. I'm just pouring in a little right now just so it can kind of shift into place. This is a little lower than I'd like. I might find something better later. So now there's the burgundy rubber tree, the bird of paradise. It really is a pretty plant, and I'm excited to see this nice leaf come out. I imagine it'll be a little taller, a little bigger. This is a, oh gosh, Rhaphidophora tetrasperma. It's a baby, and I got this plant swapping, but I'm really excited about this one. These are some Hartley philodendron cuttings, my Raven ZZ that I love and adore, putting out a new stalk. So this stalk, when it unfurls, it'll be green, and then eventually it'll turn into this raven color. Then I have a little baby burgundy rubber plant. This is a plant from my childhood. We call it Dr. Seuss. That is one of the 3 plants I have in dirt, one of the 4 plants I have in dirt still. And then on the nightstand, we've got some ZZ. Some little ZZ fun stuff. I used to have a lot more stuff going on our little dresser. I want to keep it a lot more minimal, so there's even things here that I'll probably get rid of. I want to keep this plant, but I don't know if I will yet. I love it, but I just don't know. Same with the bird of paradise. I just sold the one. I'm gonna keep this one as long as I can keep it happy, I think. It's really good at tracking my face. So cool, so exciting. So I just did a couple dishes. I've got one that still needs to soak, but I came home to this note from Kyle saying, I sanitized this table and the bathroom countertop. Laundry should be dry. I love you, from your love machine. So I put the laundry for just like a touch up, and so now I'm gonna fold laundry and then come back to washing the dishes. I do need to disinfect the countertops because there was so much baking going on yesterday.